Once again, you caught me staring out in space. Who do we have? Sniper's here. Evening, Eric. Hey, Sniper. Hi, Cat. By the way, hi, by the way. Oh, Alley Bird is such an awesome name. Yes, it is. And what a incredible story. I hope if anyone comes in and they haven't watched it, I would never say too many of my live streams are worth a playback. That was worth a playback just for Alley Bird. Cat says, like number 2 done. Thank you. Hey, Michael. Michael says, hey there, Yogi. Hey there, Michael. Cat says, thanks, same to you, Sniper. Hey, Toy Pups. Tip says, Luna time, I'm sure, brings them out. Cat says, oh, yes, now that makes sense. Hey, Daniel. What's up? What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Pick out a subject. We've talked about sobriety, recovery, the past few nights. An important subject. We're going to talk much more about it. However, there's all kinds of things to talk about or to sing about if anyone wanted to sing a song. Sniper says, oh, Cat says hi, Daniel, and Toy Pup says, Daniel and Michael. As mentioned, Sniper's going to come up on Tuesday. Well, let me give you the rundown. I keep thinking someone's supposed to come up tomorrow, but I don't know who. I can't recall. Maybe no one is. Did I freeze for a second, guys? And Monday, of course, is Monday with Miss Flipper. And then my friend Nady I've known her for probably close to 30 years. We've never actually met, but we've been friends online for about 30 years. It's been a good friend. And Wednesday, Lucy is going to share her story. The 28th of September, Walking with Goldie is going to come up. Speaking of incredible stories. Michael said I'm going to get started on the last chapter very soon. I'm shooting to have it done and published on Amazon before Halloween. Awesome, Michael. And well done, by the way. It'll be chapter 6, right? Michael says, hey there, Sniper. All right. Throw out a subject. Throw something at me. Ask a question. What do you guys want to talk about? Anything. That's what I should have put the title. Should have been Ask Me Anything. But if you don't ask me something, I'm going to, yes, chapter 6, 15 pages left. Well done, Michael. I'm going to pull up some yoga stuff to talk about. The last couple of days, I've talked about the 4 agreements and how deep you can go with just those 4 agreements that we make to ourselves. Believe it or not, we've already made agreements with ourselves, but they're not working for us. Maybe they are. Are you happy? Are you able to forgive easily and naturally? Are you at peace? But let me bring that up. Let's bring up the 4 agreements real quick. Hey, Super Champion. How are you, my friend? Not saying there won't be some singing tonight. If anyone wants to sing. I don't know if I'm going to, though. Give me a second, guys. All right. Hey, Heavenly Star, how are you, my friend? Hey, Keith. Super Champ says, doing good, just reasonably exhausted after a fantastic workout. Way to go. Hey, Stitch says hi. So the 4 agreements: be impeccable with your word. Do not take anything personally. Do not make assumptions. Always do your best. On the surface, it sounds like good advice. However, this isn't really advice. It's a practice. It's a deeply psychological, emotional, and spiritual practice. To be impeccable with your word isn't just what you say to other people, it's what you say to yourself. That's how deep you have to take it, to self talk. Do not take anything personally. Again, isn't a way to just navigate the world, but imagine if it was. Imagine if you just practice that. Do not take anything personally. We take everything personally. Everything, including the things that we say about ourselves. Imagine if we had all this self doubt. Imagine if we had all the painful things that we've ever said about ourselves, but we didn't take it personally. It was just thoughts passing through. In Buddhism, they liken our true nature as the blue sky. The sky is always blue. Technically, it isn't, but we're not going to get scientific. We're getting more psychological here. The sky is never not blue, even when clouds pass, even when it storms, even when an airplane goes through, even when mountaintops reach up and tree branches branch out. The sky is always blue. It's never obscured. Not the blueness. That's the true nature of the mind. So imagine if we didn't take anything personal. Those thoughts just went by. We smiled at them. Just because we think something doesn't mean we have to believe it. Just because we think something doesn't make it true. Brings us up to, Rowan says, except at night. Well, even then, it stays the same. The sky isn't actually dark. The sky stays the same. Do not make assumptions. So it's the same thing. The assumptions that we made about ourselves. We told ourselves a story. Teachers told stories about us. Our parents gave us stories. We inherited stories from clergy, from media, and we assume that they're true. Have you ever questioned anything that everyone told you? How about if you're bad at math because someone told you that you're bad at math, so you never really gave it your best? I'm not good at math. I'm bad at math. Not an assumption. It's not an assumption. However, we do make those assumptions about ourselves. Last one, always do your best. That doesn't mean that every day you try to top the day that you had before. Doing your best is a fluid experience. The fluidity of life. I just wanted to say fluidity because I like that. Blackberry says, so many Mata guys. Not exactly sure what that means. Stitch says his cat is here. Cat was here. She might be dozing off though. Psychosomatic suggestion to me. Did you just give me one? I didn't actually want to talk about the 4 agreements. I wanted to talk about the yamas. And we will in just a minute, though. Let me get caught up in the chat. Hey, Nino. Nino, how are you? Nino, what do you got for me tonight? Go ahead. Throw something in my direction. There you go. Thank you. What's the matter, you? Even at night, as soon as light is shined on it, it's blue. Thank you for that. You said it much more articulately than I did. Zipper says, greetings to Rowan. Blackberry says, so many. Oh, I've read that. Heavenly Star says, Sniper. Heavenly, how are you? Heavenly, you want to come up and sing a song? Flip Up says, I'm back. Sorry I was away. from the keyboard. Gotcha. Thanks for coming back. Cat says present. Pepper says Blackberry greetings. You mean moderators? Yeah. We're all friends. Yep. Good, great way of explaining it, Sniper. Thank you for that. He said you got a lot of moderators. Well, you know what? I don't really think of them as moderators. I think of them as giving them blue so they can connect with people. Oh, I just subscribed one. Did I? I didn't even know it. Yes, Keith, like the leaf flowing down the river metaphor. Thank you for that. Rowan says hi. Cat says hi, Stitch, my lovely little sis. I love you. Stitch says in the background, I'm getting ready to go to a concert. Oh, who you going to see? Can't be the Grateful Dead. They're not together anymore. Could be the Rolling Stones. Could be Bachman Turner Overdrive, right? Keith says more like excess wrenches. Nah, it can't be excess. Everyone's essential. It's for people to reach out. What's up, JP? I was going to give a smart ass answer, but I don't feel like it. It's almost impossible to connect freely with being a moderator or without. Super Champ says they also deadlifted 110K for 3 reps, 5 sets, or for 3 sets, 5 reps. Wow, nice. And I have a belt on since it was my 3rd workout. Gotcha. Stitch says Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, wow. Seven says JP, be funny or don't say a word. Hey, JP, give it one more shot. What do you got? What do you got that's funny? Super Champ says, Sniper, good job. John Stewart says, I'm good, thanks. Awesome, John. John, I just subscribed to you. Hey, John, who's your favorite composer? Man, I absolutely love the cello. I think the cello might be my favorite instrument. Hey, Buddha. Keith says, just because chooses blue wrenches. What do you mean, Keith? Thanks for being in the background, Buddha. Super Champ says, I also did weighted dips. I love weighted dips. 15K added. Threw myself into the 11 reps tutorial. So I basically did 11 dips as my body weight was, as if my body weight was 70K. Sniper says, JK, most would have banned you already. True. You ever lift mine goblin? That might have been funny, but I don't understand it. And I'm thinking if you got to explain it, it can't be that funny. Or I could not be that bright. It could be either one. Buddha says, be right back. Going to walk Destiny. I heard your voice, so came back. Reaper just ended. Gotcha. I saw Reaper was up putting together his new grill. Super Champ did some pull ups. But my back was sore from deadlift, so I couldn't do 10. Gotcha. Says JP, and try to make it make sense. We don't ask for much, JP. What's the matter? You says, Sniper, I've already got your channel from Luminaries, I think. The blue wrenches symbol. Heavenly's watching the chat. Thanks, Heavenly. Let me know if you want to sing. Toy Pups, if you're here, let me know if you want to sing. Hi, Daisy. How are you? How's your weekend going, Daisy? Share Bear says hi to Daisy. Share Bear, I hope you're having a good weekend too. Everyone's saying hi. Sniper says, again, JP, if it doesn't make sense, it's not even funny. You're more than welcome to keep trying, though, JP. Daisy says, what's a hey, champion? Heather says, hi to Mama Kelly. Super Champ says he's a cool machine. For lats also, hits the biceps and did 5 reps with 80 kilogram. And before that, I did 70 for 8 reps. That was a good workout. Sniper says, yep, we're connected. Everyone's saying hi. Daisy says, awesome here, Yogi. Nice to hear it. What's the matter says, that's right, I retired a champ. Yep, Sniper says, but it needs to make the cut. What's up, Dan? Super Champ says, apologies for taking so much, for talking so much about my workouts. That's okay. Just very passionate about my craft. Everyone's free to talk about what they're passionate about. That's for sure. That's what I'm about to do. Cat says hi to Dan. So another person named Champ, besides me, I'm a little confused about some comments. They were talking about the last game that was played on Daisy May's champion, and what's the matter? You was the champ, as was Daisy. Heavy says, you sing first, Yogi Bear. But I sang last night. And just for you, I sang Let It Be. Daisy says, sorry, Wassa and I were talking. That's okay. Dan says, Squirrel, hey Cat, how are you? Dan, I like the stone lifting that you've been doing. I really wanted to get a stone at one point. Sorry. Abigail says, can everyone praying for me? Yes, Abigail. Prayers to you, my friend. Daisy says, you sang Let It Be. I love that song. I did sing Let It Be. You might not have loved my version of it. It is an awesome song. It's actually one of my top 3 favorite Beatles albums, especially they redid it. It was overproduced originally, thanks to Phil Spector. So who says, no mushy peas, let it be. Yes, that's a mushy pea song I can get behind. Dan says, cleaning up a mess in the garage, listening. I appreciate that. We all remember Super Champ. It was good. It was awesome. Abigail says, are you here, Sebastian? I haven't seen Sebastian all day. I didn't see him this afternoon. Surprising. We saw Phoenix earlier. Abigail says, I miss you, Shirley. I miss Shirley too. What's the matter? You says, poor man, I saw you move a big, heavy rock. He did. He definitely did. Hey, Danny. Danny, how's the weather up there? So I'm going to tie together those 4 agreements with 5 yamas. Yamas means restraint. They're ethical practices of yoga. If you're not practicing the 5 yamas and the 5 niyamas, you're not really doing yoga. You're just breathing. You're just stretching. What's the matter? It says, hey to Danny. Ahimsa, non-harming, non-violence is the first one. Satya is truthfulness. Asteya is non-stealing. Brahmacharya is moderation. Some say it is abstinence. Depends on how you look at it. And apagrayartha, mispronounced Sanskrit, is non-possessiveness or non-grasping. Just like the four agreements, we take them very, very deep. Meaning, non-harming doesn't just mean being kind. Doesn't just mean not harming another person. Doesn't just mean not stepping on an insect, not swatting a fruit fly. Non-harming goes much deeper. We have to start examining our diet, every aspect of it. Now, I'm not saying become a vegan. I'm not saying become a vegetarian, but you have to start questioning things. How we eat also affects other people, not just the animal. It affects other people. In order to eat as much meat as we like in the Western world, Western society, it means that people around the world literally go without food so we can eat a certain way. Doesn't make sense, does it? However, the vast amount of grain that is produced, we have enough grain being produced in one state in several counties where every single person who's hungry can get a meal within a day. And yet the vast majority of that grain goes to feed livestock so that a few people, now a few in worldwide population equals, millions, billions, I don't know the figure, but it seems like a large number, right? It isn't. Not in world, not in the worldview. So for a few people to eat all the meat that they want, and I'm not telling you not to eat meat. I'm not getting on a soapbox. I'm not saying one diet's better than the other. I'm just saying when you practice these things, you have to take it as deep as it can go. Let's get a little more subtle. How do you talk about yourself? How do you talk about other people? If you're gossiping, then you are not practicing nonviolence. You're not practicing non-harming, even though someone can hear. How you talk about yourself. I'm victim to that. I very often use language that inadvertently does not paint me in the best light. How do you think about other people? How do you think about yourself? That counts too. That's how deep we have to take it. Truthfulness. It's not just not lying. It is literally seeing the truth of who you really are. How deep can you get that? Hey, Becca Bill. I'll dive back in just a moment in the conversation. Had you ever examined the thoughts that you have about yourself? Are they absolutely true? Do you know for certain that they're true? When we get to non-stealing, it's not just taking something that doesn't belong to you. Have you ever stolen someone's self-worth? Have you ever stolen someone's dignity? Have you ever stolen someone's well-being? Made an offhand comment that was so hurtful for them, you actually stole something from them. Think about stealing from yourself. Do you do that to yourself? Do you steal your own self-worth? Do you steal your own dignity? And the brahmacharya, again, some people say moderation, some people say abstinence. Abstinence of sex, obviously. It is more about moderation, being aware of why are you doing it. Are you chasing after a blind, satisfying physical activity as a means of connection when the real connection is of the heart? Sex is a wonderful thing, but the energy, and there's a vast amount of energy. Imagine the energy that literally makes a human being. And that energy was channeled if it wasn't wasted. That's what yoga is asking you to do. Just examine it, be mindful. And then the last one is non-possessiveness. When we are grasping, holding on to things, we're literally limiting what we allow the universe to bring us, the gifts of God, the very gifts of God. If we're grasping at something, we're saying there's not enough. I must this. And imagine all of the relationships where we feel possessive, where we grasp. Nothing matter with being committed. We should be committed. in a relationship. I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, Yogi should have been committed a long time ago. It's not what I'm talking about. Non-possessiveness, non-grasping. Can you allow someone else to be themselves without harming them mentally, emotionally, telling the truth about them, not stealing their dignity from them? Can you just allow someone to be themselves? Those are the 5 yamas. Similar to the 4 agreements, they are ethical agreements that we make for ourselves. Be a true practitioner of yoga. All right, where were we? What is ADFD for a while? Sniper, what's ADFD? Super Champ says 18 years. I'm barely 18 years old myself. Wow, that's a really long amount of time. What have I missed? Probably a lot. I think we're going to get some more rain too. We had some this afternoon, Danny. Hey, Johnny Cash. How are you, my friend? I do my best to catch up with you guys. Hey, Carl. Welcome back, my friend. How are you? Guys, don't assume that you are connected with Carl yet, as this is a new channel for him. Make sure that you reach out and connect with Carl. Let's get him to, as quick as we can, to 50 subscribers so that he can go live. I'd love for him to be able to keep his schedule of going live. He's halfway there, guys. Of doing live streams on Thursdays. So if we can get him there in the next few days. And they said she's not on her computer right now. Hey, Dino. How come you're not sleeping tonight, Dino? Oh, yep, 15 minutes. Thank you, Super Champ. I got to get some water. What do we got here? Are you black? I am not black. It's an easy mistake for you to make. Super Champ says, Dean, I got you if you need anything. 10%. Oh, alternate fasting day. Got you. It's harder to fast in the winter, isn't it? Fasting makes you more sensitive to the cold. Becca B says, Carlos lovely. He sure is, Becca. Sampa says to Lamar, please be funnier and respectful. I see he came back for another try. Let's see what he's got. He says, instead of picking up sleeping pills, I picked up caffeine pills. So I ain't going to be able to sleep. Maybe. Yeah, that wasn't very funny, Lamar. Thank you, Share Bear. Relaxing says, hey, Relaxing. Hi, my friend. There, all the support you given, if I'm not written there. Always, always, my friend. I love you. I love your channel. Super Champ says, Lamar, you need to get out or be more respectful. Or a Sniper and I say, please try to be funnier. 86K is honestly reasonable. Sniper says, saving the trouble, Share Bear. Thank you. Share Bear says, squirrel, no one messes with my squirrel. Carl says, move down to 27, Yogi. Awesome, Carl. Hey, Super Champ, Dino, are you guys subscribed to our friend Carl? 28. He's at 28. Let's keep working. Danny says hi to Relaxing. David says, Shareberry, you got number 1 for that. Cat says that's great, Carl. Relaxing says, so everyone, beautiful friends. Dino says I am now. Thank you, Dino. Sun says, my virtue says, Buddha says, good evening, Yogi. Just know I'm here, usually listening. Just have a lot of things on my mind, and now even more. But Trending's birthday is Saturday. If you'd like to send any clip video to my email, I did. I did maybe an hour ago. Your email account. I hope it went through, or your Gmail account. So, Buddha, if you get a chance, let me know if it went through. Hey, Richard. Mint here. Mint is here. Carl says, thanks, Kat. Everyone is saying hi to Buddha. Buddha says, okay, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome. I hope it went through. Let me refresh Carl's page real quick. 29. We're getting closer, guys. Mint says, hey, Carl, how are you today? So I do want to mention again that you see Carl's name up there, and you might think I'm already connected with him. This is a new channel for Carl, so you might not be connected. Double check and make sure, and if you're not, if you could. Buddha says, yes, it went through, Yogi. I see it now, and thank you. And thank you very much, Shirley. You are welcome, Buddha. And yes, a big thanks for Shirley for bringing that to my attention. Hey, Song Ahead, how are you? Anyone have any questions about those 4 agreements and the 5 yamas? This is a little yogic lesson for the evening. Buddha says, I truly appreciate you very much, Shirley. You are always there for me, and even when I got no clue, thank you so much. That you just summed up Shirley right there, Buddha. Grammy says, I am Bohemian Groove, and I don't actually know what that means, and I probably could not have pronounced it. Mint says he subbed. Awesome, Mint. Much appreciate that. I think that might put him up to 30. He's at 30. I'm wondering if my friend Nathan is subscribed to Carl. Cat says, let me bring up that channel. I don't think that worked, Cat. It's up to this awesome creator. So it came up to your channel, Cat. Dan says, Shirley and Buddha. So Dan, you feeling more rested? Steppa says, Eric, don't announce it, please. I'll explain. Gotcha. Steppa says, Grimly, you are welcome, but be respectful. So Richard, how are you doing? Becca says, I'm sleepy. Forgive me for not chatting. I'm just going to listen. That's okay. I'm sorry, Kat. Nathan says his ears are burning. Sometimes people pick up on that summoning right off the bat. Carl says, hope you join me, Becca. Becca, you subscribe to Carl? And I'm going to keep reiterating. Gotcha, Kat. That worked. And I am subscribed. Want to make sure that I hit all notifications. And there we go. Taken care of. You're welcome, Kat. Carl says, thanks, Nathan. Nathan was number 31 for Carl. All right, guys, we're on a mission. Dino says, so how has your day been, Yogi? I gotta be honest, Dino, it has its ups and downs. Not bad, just ups and downs. I've had some low points. I've had some high points. Man, we had a wonderful conversation with Allie Bird, who puts things in perspective. If you heard her story, what she's been through, then it is hard to feel bad about anything right afterwards. And I had 2 conversations with my favorite person. Hey, Driven, how are you? Buddha says, hey to Cat and Jack. Driven, why did I think you were a moderator at one time? And how come you're not a moderator? And why do I keep saying that you should be a moderator and not modding you up? So I'm going to take care of that. Congratulations on the 50. What's the matter, you, Carl? If you haven't made 50 by the end, leave me a comment and I'll head over with my 5 or 6 troll accounts to get you there. Awesome. What's the matter? Let me bring up your account, Driven. It says here that you're at 51. Super Champion says, Yogi, do you know my story, by the way? I do not know your story. Dino had an extremely tiring day, at physio today. I hope it was good, though. Meaning, I hope it was successful for you. I did not take my supplement. I'm going to take it in about 7 minutes. I need to get some water. Kat says, Becca team rewatch. Yep. Just over an hour. Actually, I think her and I talking is under an hour. It was a great conversation. Excuse me, guys. Richard says you have 34 now, Carl. I gave you 2 more. Thank you so much, Richard. Let me refresh his page. Yep, 34. 16 more to go. I'd like to get 17 more. It's always good to get one over the line. You know what I mean? Gibbon says, you're my friend now. We're having tacos later. Carl says it takes 24 hours. Yep. That's what I'm hoping to get you by the end of the weekend. If we can get you at 50 by the end of the weekend, then you got plenty of time. Hey, Carl, are you going to stick with your live streaming schedule with this new channel? So I mentioned we got more people coming up to talk about different things. I think Adam's coming up tomorrow. Percolated fish. He's going to be another regular. I'm not going to have a set day with Adam, but I love having conversations with Adam. Gibbon says I can wrap piano tiles. Dino has made a lot of progress. I have just sitting there with 2 weeks left and finally able to do basic things with my left arm. like writing the name, but I still can't drive my car. It'll come. You'll get there. Danny says, I wonder where Skitosis is. I saw him earlier today, not on live stream. He sent me a message. Darren says, hi, Yogi. Nice to meet you, pal. Thank you, Darren. Nice to meet you, too. Oh, Carl says, it depends on if Diana is available. Gotcha. Mint says, Darren, please step to Carl. It would be appreciated. It sure would. What's the matter says, was Adam on Wednesday? That was a great stream. I think that was Adam. They're starting to blend together. Who else did I have? Brian was up. That was another great stream. Pretty sure that was Adam. Oh, 4 minutes later, take your pill. Snipers can lay bathroom tiles. All right, guys. You got to be careful who I leave in charge. We have one very specific troublemaker here. She knows who I'm talking about. Hey, Walking Barefoot, how are you, my friend? Walking says, I can lay Scrabble tiles. Cat says, huh? I didn't mention any names. No one knows who I'm talking about. Don't make assumptions. But don't make assumptions. Driven to be adorable says, I'm a troublemaker. We have a couple here. We have a head troublemaker. We have a troublemaker that encourages all the other troublemakers. All the other troublemakers are like, you know what? I don't feel like it tonight. I don't feel like causing trouble. And this one specific troublemaker is like, get up off of your lazy butts and cause trouble. He'll be back any minute. And no troubles have been caused. Super Champ says, I think he's talking about skits. I am not talking about skits. Cat says, no assumptions. Obviously, it's driven. That's right, Dino. Class troublemaker. Very bright. Very bright, very pretty, but a class troublemaker for sure. Driven says, don't make any sudden moves. Hey, so Driven, as a troublemaker, what would happen if I left you in charge for just a couple minutes? Hey, Walking with Barefoot, could you do us a favor? Could you sub to our friend Carl? And I'm going to make it easy for you. We're modding you up, my friend. What's the matter? You say, hey, I'm usually the sketchy one. So I'm feeling great here. All right. Cat says, we'd all have fun, of course. You see, sometimes when you take Dino's going to keep super in line. Maybe I should do that. Driven says nothing. So, like, if I were to leave you in charge, sometimes when you leave one troublemaker in charge, they turn out to be like the best person to be in charge. Sometimes the outlaws make the best law enforcement officers. Super Champ says, Yogi, take your pill now. All right. I appreciate you subbing to him earlier, Walking Bear. Danny, No F So Frozen Mercy is a brand new father as of 2 days ago. So he's got his hands full. He's got his hands full. You're welcome, Walking Bear. Hey, I appreciate you being in this afternoon. Your support for Allie. Obviously, the respect that you have for her was obvious. Dina says, "Oh, don't leave me in charge. I'll probably say some stupid stuff." Driven says, why does that sound like every song I sing? You should come up and sing a song sometime, Driven. All right. I'm going to go. Carl says it was Troublemaker who made the other channel temporarily stop. I'm sorry, Carl. Every troublemaker here is a good-natured troublemaker. You're just like spamming up the place, throwing a party. All right, guys, you're in trouble. Mint says, when is the next song stream? I don't know. We couldn't do it last night because we had a guest, and I thought about tonight, but we started talking about other stuff. We can always sing. You there, Super Champ?
Yep.
Can you keep an eye on these people?
Yep.
All right, you know what to do. Hey, R3.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back. Danny says, Cat, when he's leave, we will fix his books. See? They're already causing trouble. Keep it. Danny is the greatest guy in the world. I absolutely love Danny. But he's a hidden troublemaker. He's a good-natured troublemaker, but he's a hidden troublemaker. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, see you soon. By the way, you guys are super awesome. Pun intended. You know it would be perfect? An egg cylinder recipe. Does spamming hearts count as troublemaking? I don't know. Thank you, Darren. You're equally as awesome.
All right.
No, Danny, we will not fix the books because they are perfectly placed, in my opinion.
Well, thank you for that, Super Champ. But, there's a bit of a mess going on here.
That I didn't know if like spamming hearts is a troublemaking thing.
It's the troublemaking thing.
Oh,
Right under your nose, my friend. Right under your nose.
in my defense, this entire channel is about spreading positivity.
So, it's always trouble when someone says, in my defense. Always, always, in my defense.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, you got a lot of cleaning up to do, my friend.
What do you mean?
All of that has to be cleaned off.
Guys, please stop spamming hearts.
It doesn't have to be cleaned up. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Silence. Thank you, Keith. Keith says, in your mental screen, endless heart loops with every healing breath. Keith says, get them out. You hear that? Get them out. I should have let Keith in charge. You did a good job, nonetheless.
I think next time Sniper should be in charge.
Well, Sniper, there's a difference between being in charge and being top mod. So Sniper's already got his hands full.
Okay, fair enough.
Postman you says, if you see my channel, the law enforcement officers joke will make sense. make songs for them, make songs about them. Driven says, "Oh my God, thank you."
Somebody asked where's the hat, so here it is.
Do you deadlift in your hat?
No, I had a different hat for that today.
But you squat in your hat, right?
Yes, I like doing squats in that hat with my hat on.
Becca says, "Does anyone know anything about tomorrow night's blood moon and lunar eclipse? I bet you Sniper knows quite a bit."
I'm going to answer Dean's question. The answer is no, I will not sing again. I am too damaged and embarrassed from the last time.
Cat will not be able to see the eclipse. Not visible in the U.S. Driven says, "You've always wanted to see a blood moon."
What is a
Says them.
blood moon?
Hey, Chloe. Chloe Smith says, "Hi. Blood moon. Sniper, can you explain a blood moon?" I do not have a proper explanation for it. I don't know
Is
that.
it like? Go ahead.
Well, hold on. We can figure it out real quick. Becca is excited about it. Driven says, "I can howl like a wolf. Got to make a video of you howling like a wolf." Sniper says it's a 15-minute window of full lunar eclipse, but not visible in the States. That's a shame.
Oh,
The
okay.
blood moon has red in it, says Carl. Hey, Super Champ, you're subscribed to Carl, right?
Nope.
Could you? Do you think? We're hoping to get him.
I already have a lot of subscriptions, so it's very hard to subscribe to more people.
Right. We're just doing our best to get him to 50 subs. He's an old friend of ours, so he can live stream. He has awesome live streams. But
Well,
no
would
pressure.
it be okay? Would it be okay if I like temporarily subscribed, but then when he gets to 51, I unsubscribe?
Sure. Do, and you don't have to subscribe. You always do what's best for you. You know what I mean? There's never any pressure, and there's no judgment. You do what you need to do. I understand that you want to keep your channel clean. You know what I mean? That you're only going to get the things that you want to come up. Perfectly understandable.
Okay, fair enough.
Carl says I have over, Buddha says I have over 100K. What's the person? Carl Shell. Again, it's a new channel. So a lot of people might think they're already subscribed to him, but they're not. We get a harvest moon coming up too, don't we? Keith says I got 102 subs. Well done, Keith. Stephen says Carl Shell Buddha. Man, if Buddha's on the job, we'll be there in just a little bit.
Would anybody want to come up?
Maybe. Buddha says, I'm at the show. I'll be right back. Mitch says, you're welcome, silence. Keith says, healing party live on Tuesday. Get your healing requests ready. Hey, Keith, always feel free to drop a sub. Or, I'm sorry, always feel free to drop a link. I got subs on my mind. Seppa says that's November's full moon. Gotcha. Becca says I haven't seen a blood moon before. I have a pink moon, which is spring, and the harvest moon is beautiful. Do you guys know the Nick Drake song, Pink Moon? It's a very beautiful song. Darren says, where are you from, Yogi? I'm in the States, on the East Coast, in the state of Maryland. How about you, Darren? You know, I realized I actually might have more friends in the UK on my channel than I do Americans. Hey, medic.
That's interesting.
Medic says 22nd September, autumn equinox. The crazies will be howling at the moon at Stonehenge. So that means you're going to be there, medic? Are you going to be one of the crazies? Darren says Merseyside, Liverpool. I think he might be the first from Liverpool here. Man has missed the pig moon last time. I actually think right now the vast majority of people in this live stream aren't Americans. There's me, there's Kat, and there is Buddha and Danny. The one no photo. Yes, just a big C. I like that big C though. Actually looks really cool. Carl, is that
I have a question.
what's that?
Have I ever told you how much I weighed at my starting point?
I think so. You were pretty light, weren't you?
Would you believe me if I told you that I weighed 80 pounds as a 15-year-old?
Well, I would believe you, but yeah, that's pretty light.
At the height of 5'3", I think.
And what are you right now?
Right now, approximately 123 pounds, maybe, with 5'8".
What do you think your ideal competition weight's going to be?
Like when I'm in my prime?
Yep.
83 kilograms. I can definitely see myself being there.
Are you going to wait to compete until you hit a certain weight, or are you going to start competing as soon as you think you're ready?
I'm gonna start to compete as soon as it is possible.
Do you have a time frame of when you would like that to be?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Good. He says, thank you, or I'm sorry, Kat says, thank you, Buddha. Hey, by the way, hey, thank you, Mint. Mint dropped a link for Carl. Kat has a link up above of someone that she would like us to subscribe to, if you don't mind doing that as well.
I'm sorry for that. It's just Dinomosaurus's comment. He says, "My friends about to end our TikTok streak. How do I tell him in a non-violent way that if he ends it, I will show up to his house? I know where he lives. I know his height and his blood type."
I think you should use those exact words. All right. Hey, Super Champ.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if you don't mind hopping back in the chat, and we'll see if anyone else wants to come up,
Yeah,
and
of course.
maybe we'll actually get a song tonight before we end the live stream. which I think I'm going to end in about 15 minutes. I'm going to end early tonight
Oh,
and get
you wanted someone to sing?
if they want to. You never know. Carl's at 37, but I want to leave some space open because I'm only going to be live for about 15 minutes. If anyone did want
Okay,
to come up.
I understand. Have actually, I'm gonna be in the chat, so it doesn't change anything.
Okay. Well, thank you. And if you decide before the live stream ends, if you want to come up for a last minute song, let me know.
No,
I'm
no,
just
thank you.
just making a suggestion. Carl is now at 38 subscribers and growing. 12 to go, guys. Hey, Medic. Our friend Carl has a new channel. So I don't know. I know you were subscribed before. Carl says I'm singing here. Carl has a lovely singing voice, guys. Tina says, appreciate the advice, Yogi. And I will talk to him at this instant. Let me know how it goes. Candy says, Yogi, this morning on your live stream, I was thinking Josh Edix was going to show up. Hey, he showed up in the afternoon, though. He made a drive-through. Wasn't in for a very long time. We had a pretty serious discussion this afternoon. So probably 39, 11 more to go, guys. Hey, Selma. Richard says I went out skating, so I couldn't make it this afternoon. Hey, Mint, it's definitely worth a replay. We had our friend Allie Bird come up, and she shared her journey, and it was quite a journey. Someone says, "Hi, back at my Pookie Bookie." I really dislike that you guys make me say that. Someone says, "Hi to Danny." How was the skating, Richard? Man, nothing makes me feel better than helping someone reach the milestone number. 42, 8 to go. Vince says, 8, come up and try to sing if no one else does. You're going to come up. Super says, doesn't miss much. Super Champ says, Yogi, you got your singer, Selma. She's a woman for the job. She always is. Hey, Magiza, how are you, my friend? Magiza, thank you again so much for last night. And we had Allie Bird. If you wanted replay this afternoon's live stream, Allie Bird shared her story. Dean says, thank you, Yogi. He has apologized and has kept the streak alive. Now I don't have to go to his house in the middle of the night and not so kindly discombobulate his intestines. You saved the man. It's all I've ever wanted to do. Buddha says, I'm working, got some other devices here. Buddha is awesome, guys. Vince says, if that's okay. Yes, why not? I'm not the best singer. Definitely okay. Min, I forget, how old are you? Keith says, if you desire rapid recovery methods, reach out to my channel. Gotcha. Selma's just doing her job. No one does it better, Selma. Who says, I will play it later? Thanks, Yogi. Nagiza says, yes, we'll have a look. So we're going to continue with this theme of not just recovery, not just sobriety, but all things emotional, mental health. Again, I'm reaching out to people to have them come up and talk and share their story. if you're on a spiritual journey, whatever it is, guys, I want to hear from you. Nagiza says, hey everyone, thank you for listening to my show last night. It was indeed an honor, Nagiza. Speaking of which, I do want to mention again how honored I am that anyone entrusts me enough to come up and share their story. As well, guys in the chat, thank you so much for providing that opportunity that Nagiza would feel safe enough to do so, that Allie would feel safe enough to do so, and that Brian feels safe enough. Carl is at 45, guys. 5 more to go. Hey, Nagiza. Could we ask a favor? Our friend Carl, Big C, if you could subscribe to him as we're trying to get him to 50 subs. Buddha says, now to get him on my cell, hold on, got to send me myself through messages. His link will be faster. Gotcha. Selma's getting engaged to Jackson. Did I miss Michael? Is Michael back? Hey, Tiger King. Nagiza says, yes, I will subscribe. Awesome. Becca says, I'm mostly listening, Tiger King. So sleepy, I have a lot of, I'm having hot chocolate. Someone says, yes, Keith. Griffin says, anyone know the song Harpy Hair? Never heard it before. Richard says, hi to Tiger King. Tiger King, how are you? So we were staying on long enough to get Carl to 50 plus, and he's at 47 right now. There he is. What's up, Michael? Hey, Michael, are you subscribed to Carl? This is Carl's new channel. Someone says, Becca, my Pookie Bookie Bear. Cat says, well, Carl, that's awesome. It is awesome, isn't it? It's awesome. It's well deserved. You guys will not be disappointed. So, Michael, I keep mentioning that this is Carl's new channel. So you might have been subscribed to his old one. Someone says, I love you guys. We love you too, Selma. Mint says, almost there, Carl. Let's go. Becca says, hey, anyone I've missed? Sorry. Carl is at 49, guys. Man, I honestly was thinking that we might be able to make it by Monday. And now look at this. Buddha, thank you so much. All of you guys, thank you so much. Buddha says, why highlight my name for a sniper? I don't know what you mean. Mint drops the link again. Thank you so much, Mint. Man, you guys are so awesome. 50. Done. Carl, congratulations. Well deserved. It takes 24 hours before you can live stream. Buddha, you are a blessing. You're a true friend to everyone. Don't know what you mean, Tiger King. Hey, Reaper. Reaper, how are you? I was thinking about you today. I haven't seen you in the morning for a bit. Seppa says, to Blue Moon Tiger King, why not? Welcome back. Super Champ says, hi to Tiger King. Buddha says, have a wonderful evening and congratulations, Carl. May you grow to your highest. Love you, Buddha. Cat says, woohoo. Woohoo indeed. Reaper says, much respect. Hope all is well. It is. Hey, are the Raiders playing tomorrow? Let me know if the Raiders win tomorrow, and I will record a new video just for you. Richard says, congratulations, Carl. Super Champ says, Dean, are you still here, bro? What if you came up and sang without showing your face? People says I've been starting work at 4 a.m. I figured it was something like that. How was the new grill assembly? Tina says I would love to sing, but since I have to be 18, can't go up as I'm still 17. When's your birthday, Dean? Hey, I appreciate your consideration. Steppa says, Blue Moon Tiger King. All I was said is greeting. You have issues. Please change your perspective for me, of me. Buddha says, Reaper. Reaper says, yes, the Raiders. So if they win tomorrow, I got a new video. Super Champ says, I mean, Dean, I could sing for you, but I'm scared. If Yogi was from the UK, it would be okay since the age 16. Since the age limit would only be 16. Carl, you're welcome, my friend. Carl says, thanks, everyone. Guys, you really went all out for our friend Carl. He's a good guy. He does have a beautiful voice. He does awesome live streams, beautiful videos. I hope you spent some time hanging out with Carl. June 19th, June 9th. So turn next year. Reaper says, oh, we spanking those Patriots. Spanking them Patriots. All right, I got to start warming up my voice now. Guys, I do have a video out there of me actually yelling. Not a whole lot of people have seen it. Reaper has seen it. Blue Moon says, Eric didn't get me 50 subs like Carl. Bad happens like that sometimes, Blue Moon. Not anything personal. None of it's ever personal. This is Carl's second channel. And I've known Carl for a long time. About a year, I guess. Again, nothing personal, just the way it works sometimes. Driven says, be right back. Tina says, so just to avoid Yogi's channel, getting a strike or taken down, I'll wait till I'm T. I really appreciate that, Dino. People says, he yelled, guys, Raiders. I did. And not just, it was a big yell. I went all out for it. Becca says, that'd be so much mint. Carl says, I have a train video next week. Looking forward to it. Super Champ says, Dean, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget you're 1 year younger. Thank you, Reaper. Reaper has renewed. He's been a member for 3 months. I'm honored that Reaper is a member. Now, supposedly, if you have a parent in the room, you can also come up. Viking says, let me do a poll, Eric. See why a top goal boy and girl was on here. Don't know what you mean. However, Blue Moon, we are limiting the amount of grievances one person can have per day. It is no offense whatsoever. But for my own mental health, for mine, sometimes I feel I'm walking on, I don't know, eggshells. Maybe not eggshells. I need a better thing. I gotta take care of myself as well. Sometimes I don't. And I want what's best for you, my friend, but I don't always know what's best for people. So I try to do what I can. Reaper says, thank you so much, Reaper. Reaper says, but I've known Yogi longer than all of y'all. Facts. Absolute facts. 2020. We go back to the COVID days, guys. Golden says on the chat, so don't ever disrespect him in a sick way. He would have asked politely and just asked if he could please tell me what the F you got to disrespect him. Thank you, Buddha. Buddha set her kiwi down, her fruit kiwi down. I don't want to disturb you, Buddha. Buddha says, no one disrespects Yogi. I'm always here. But in the background, I just happened to be on my computer and have him on my cell because after Reaper, Yogi came up. Thank you, Buddha. What did I miss? Buddha, thank you so much. Look what you started, Reaper. Buddha says, but now I got him forever. Facts. Facts. Thank you so much, Buddha. You guys are awesome. Tippy Champ says, does nobody want to come up and sing, please? But we're not going to be live for much longer. Carl says, good night, everyone. Good night, Carl. Congratulations, my friend. Well deserved. I'm really looking forward to your live streams. Looking forward to your train videos. Carl's a good guy. I'm glad we can help him. Man, Buddha shows up at just the right time for just the right people. Blue Moon says, how's hat tonight? He showed his hat. It's looking pretty good. Again, Buddha, Reaper, thank you. And like Reaper said, all the way back. I've seen Reaper do it all. No stones unturned. Reaper says, Buddha is straight up G. Sorry. I know everyone's like saying, did Yogi just say straight up G? I did. I said straight up G. Tina says, I thought someone was going to sing. Son says, laughing, I mean, we got you forever. Because we're all one. We all won. You're absolutely right about that. Namaste to you, my friend. Burpee gang gang. It's not really clipped, is it? Straight up G. Should I have thrown a yo at the end? Straight up G, yo. Oh, who was the other person you asked for Cat and Jack earlier? I was connected and couldn't hear good. Hey, Cat, are you still here? Could you drop that link one more time? Buddha's laughing. Buddha says, this could be called a golden group. Hey, Blue Moon Tiger King, you're part of the group. You are part of the group, my friend. Reaper says, Buddha jolly jolly. You guys are just making me read stuff now. It is jolly jolly time for Reaper. Are you there?
Hello, welcome everyone. Good to see you all.
Richard, how are you, my friend?
Are you all? I'm good. Can you all hear me properly?
We can hear you.
Okay, well, I'm going to sing for you all today. A bit of Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so here we go. Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock rasta. There was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America, stolen from Africa to America, fighting on the river, fighting for survival. I mean it when I analyze this, then to me it makes a lot of sense. How the dreadlock rasta was a buffalo soldier, and he was taken from Africa, brought to America, fighting on the river, fighting on survival. Said he was a buffalo soldier, red luck rasta, buffalo soldier in the heart of America. If you know your history, you won't know where it comes from. Then you wouldn't have to ask me who the heck do I think I am. I'm just a buffalo soldier in the heart of America, stolen from Africa, brought to America. Said he was fighting on a rival, fighting for survival. Said he was a buffalo soldier when the war for America. She said, "Woy yoy yoy, woy yoy 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 yoy, woy yoy yoy, woy yoy 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 yoy, woy yoy yoy, woy yoy yoy yoy, woy yoy yoy, woy yoy yoy, woy yoy yoy." Buffalo soldier, trotting through the land war. Said you wanna run, then you wanna hide. Treading through the land, yeah, yeah. Said he was a buffalo soldier when the war for America. Buffalo soldier, red like Rasta, fighting on the river, fighting for survival, driven through the mainland to the heart of the Caribbean, singing way, yeah, yeah, way, yeah, 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 way, yeah, 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 way, yeah, 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 trotting through San Juan in the arms of America, trotting through Jamaica, a buffalo soldier, fighting on the river, fighting for survival, buffalo soldier. Red luck Rasta. Way, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, 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 yeah. Way, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, 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 yeah. There you go.
Absolutely awesome, Richard. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. I'll lock back in
Salute.
chat.
Awesome. That's a perfect way to end the live stream for tonight. Um, I didn't think we were going to get a song. Richard steps up. Blue Moon Tiger says, "Why you need that on me then, Sniper?" Hey, Blue Moon Tiger King. It's okay though. It's okay. There's absolutely zero damage done with him doing that. Richard says, "Hi to Casrose." That was absolutely awesome. Richard coming up and singing. It says, "Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Gotta have come up. Let's make it a regular thing." All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. I appreciate everyone showing up all through the day. I actually had 4 live streams today, and what an awesome group of people who showed up each time. Selma, I love you too. Thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. Oh, I do know. I have one more thing to say. Our friend Praveen having a memorial for his father. Praveen, this is for you, my friend. We're going to ring the bell for Praveen. His father passed away He was a good man. He raised an awesome, awesome son. This is for our good friend Praveen in honor of his father. Blessings. Praveen, love you, my friend. Love to your family. Richard says, thank you for another good live stream, Yogi. Thank you, Richard. All right, everyone, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Come around 5 a.m. if you're up, if you want to. Love you guys.